Remember the 5th of November, because it's my birthday. I was born on November 5th, so I want presents. Really, I want a job, but you probably can't give me that. So I'd like for people to vote, at least Americans who are 18 and older and registered to vote. And if you are 18 or older, but you haven't registered to vote, you should do that now. And I know there are a lot of people who don't vote. And there are a number of reasons why they don't vote, and none of them are any good. This is going to be an important election regardless, but even if you think that your state is going to vote one way while you would prefer to vote the other way, you should still vote. Because a lot of states are a lot closer than you might think. And even if the presidential decision is going one way in your state, you still have your congressperson you're voting for. 1/3 of the senators are up. There are any number of state and county and local elections that are equally important. Voting is the biggest privilege that all Americans have, but it's also a responsibility. Because when you don't vote, you are saying that everybody else's vote is more important. You are giving power to their votes by removing yourself from that equation. And is the American system perfect? No. Oh, no. It would be a better system if it were a stacked rank choice or first around the bend or whatever. There are a number of alternate voting systems that work a lot better than pick one, and the one who wins. And for the president, it isn't even that, because we have the Electoral College, and a lot of people don't understand it. Basically, hi Yale. Basically, the Electoral College was designed for two reasons, as I understand it. The primary reason is they didn't want the little states to not have a vote. Even back in the early days of America, when they were drafting the Constitution, the industrial North was much more population dense than the agrarian South. And so they instituted the Electoral College to help give voice to the less represented states. And the other initial purpose, at least, was to help root out unqualified candidates. Because, especially back then, you might not know who the candidates are or what they stand for. Back then, public schooling wasn't a thing. So there was a good chance you were illiterate. And so the Electoral College was there to prevent, like, some conniving businessman with multiple felonies who was completely unqualified to be president from running, because the electors wouldn't cast their vote for that sort of person. System's working great. The problem these days with the Electoral College is now it gives too much of a voice to the smaller states, and gives them a disproportionate amount of sway. And I think if we could amend the Constitution, and getting our country to amend the Constitution isn't going to happen anytime soon, but I think that the Electoral College system should be moved to the primaries and let the smaller states help dictate who eventually runs for president. But I do think the general election just needs to be a straight out who wins the popular vote, or better still, have a ranked choice and who wins. If somehow you are still undecided, how? Make a choice. I certainly lean one way, but even if you're in staunch support of politicians I don't like, I still think you should vote. It is something that a lot of countries don't have. They put dictators in place. They have rigged elections where you have to vote, but there's only one choice, so there's really no choice. This is your one civic duty a year, sometimes multiple times a year, let's be honest, but this is where you get to give your voice to the government and support those people you think will do the best job, ideally. And some states do it better than others. I live in Washington State, and we get big. Do I have it? Yeah. We get one of these. This was from August. I can point. And it breaks down who's running, what they think, speeches and stuff. And then you get your ballot in the mail. You fill it out, and you either mail it back or you drop it off. Or you can go to a polling place if you really want to. Why you would want to, I don't know. But some places you have to go to a polling place, and you have to go on election day. And the reason those states do that is to try to disincentivize people from voting so that the people in power remain in power. So the harder it is to vote, the more important it is to vote. If you work, you can tell them, I need time off so that I can go vote. And they have to let you have time off to go vote. It is illegal for them to prevent you from voting. So this video is about to wrap up because I don't know what else to say. Check to see that you're registered to vote. If not, register. And I know there's some funky links out there on social media. Google your county election or state election board. They should have a website. It will have a list of how to register to vote. Go do that. Then on November 5th, take some time out and go vote. It's your responsibility as an American citizen. And for those of you not in America, well, vote in whatever elections you have whenever they are. But yeah, probably not on November 5th. Remember, the 5th of November.